So here, observing a drone. So we're going to look at this activity for using function notation. So here's a graph that represents function f. So the name of the function is f, which gives the height of the drone in meters, t seconds after it leaves the ground. So remember the t seconds, I'll label that down here. That's our input. And then the height is the output, which is measured in meters. So now we have to decide which is greater, f of 0 or f of 4. So here, f of 0 equals 0. And then f of 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So f of 4 is then 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. So what we would do to determine which one's greater, well, 4 meters is greater than 0 meters. So we would just say f of 4 is greater than f of 0. So we can use mathematical symbols to say that. You could write it out if you want. So now we're going to look at 2 seconds, f of 2, the value of the function of f at 2. So f of 2 is equal to 4 meters. And f of 5, which again means after 5 seconds, the drone is also at 4 meters. So again, these are going to be the same. So what we would say is that f of 2 is equal to f of 5. So neither is greater, they're actually equal. So now looking after 3 seconds, the function, the drone is at 4 meters. So f of 3 is equal to 4. And then f of 7, after 7 seconds, the drone is at 0 meters. So f of 7 equals 0. And then in determining which one's greater, well, 4 meters is greater than 0 meters. So we would say f of 3 is greater than f of 7. So now here, determine which is greater, f of t or f of t plus 1. Well, in looking at this one kind of depends. If you do the input at time 1, and then if you did t plus 1 f of 2, well, f of 2 is greater than f of 1. But here, if you use the input of 2, so at time 2, and then if I did t plus 1 would be f of 3, they're equal. And then here later during the graph, f of t, if f of t is 5, f of t plus 1 or f of 6 is actually smaller. So this one, it really kind of depends. So this one, to answer this, it depends on the time. Because sometimes the function is increasing, sometimes the function is constant, and sometimes the function is decreasing. So if you notice, on this interval from 0 to 2 seconds, it increases. Here, from 2 to 5 seconds, the function is constant because the drone is just flying at 4 meters. And here, from 5 to 7 seconds, the function decreases.